on. My name is Barb Newhouse, and I have the pleasure of serving as President and CEO of the ALS Association. Tonight is a special night, and I hear this from all of you as I walk around the room hearing about how important this meeting is of this particular conference. And we are delighted to be able to this year co-host it with Prize4Life for very special reasons. The focus of the Drug Company Working Group meeting is to promote ALS treatment development by bringing together leaders from the ALS community, including clinicians, researchers, representatives from academia and industry, as well as those from government agencies, including NIH, CDC, and the Department of Defense. Tonight, we will also have the Prize4Life award ceremony, which will recognize the winning team for their achievements, and we will have the opportunity to hear more about their research. This year, as I said, we are co-hosting with Prize4Life for their very special occasion marking the Treatment Prize. For all of us, this is an exceptional time in ALS with new treatment approaches closer to the clinic, new technologies, and new treatment approaches in development. It's a very exciting time. It's also important to collaborate and bring government, nonprofit, industry, clinicians, and scientists together. This is very much one of the things that we saw as we were working on the FDA guidance process, that bringing everybody together made sense. I'm also delighted to have our chairman of our National Board of Trustees, Stephen Winthrop, join us tonight and be with us. Stephen is one of those guys who has all the right characteristics and skills to be a great board chair. He also happens to have ALS, and so he understands it from all sides. We couldn't be more excited to also say, if you look around the room, there's over 100 people here, and we had to actually turn away folks for coming tonight. At some point, we had to say, we're full. So thank you all for taking time out of what I know is a busy meeting to be here with us. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Nicole Schlesick, who is the chairman of the Prize4Life Board of Trustees in the U.S. Nicole?
Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Nicole Schlesick, and I'm going to start us off with a short video from our founder, Avi Kremer, who's also an ALS patient.
My name is Avi Kremer, and I am the founder of Prize4Life. I was diagnosed with ALS 13 years ago at age 29. I was at the time a graduate student at Harvard Business School.
As Dean of the Faculty of Business Administration, it is my honor to present these men and women who developed their leadership skills and their understanding of the art of general management through the study of business administration.
ALS זה בעצם הסוג הגרוע ביותר של ניוון שרירים. הסביבה שהוא גרוע ביותר היא כי הוא הורג מאוד מהר, תוך 3 שנים, וכי אין לו תרופה. והלכתי והתחלתי לבדוק מה בעצם הגורמים שאין תרופה. והגורם העיקרי, ואותו אני מכיר טוב בעצם הלימודים והקריירה, נתיב קריירה שבחרתי, זה כסף. למה כדאי להשקיע ב-ALS?
Back in 2004, Avi Kremer was diagnosed with ALS. while we were students, MBA students at Harvard Business School, and I was his roommate. And over the course of a few months, I saw already the rapid acceleration of the disease, and at the same time, the rapid acceleration of his motivation to find a cure for ALS.
מטרתנו, וזה מטרת העמותה, או מטרת האנושות, או מטרתנו, למצוא טיפול ראשון שיאץ או יעצור את המחלה, שלב הראשון, זאת אומרת, יהפוך אותה למחלה כרונית. בטווח הארוך למצוא אולי תרופה שתחזיר אותנו החולים למה שהיינו לפני.
Prize4Life is a special organization in the sense that it put a mission in front of itself to try and solve for a gap between academic research and clinical implications for patients. So over the course of the years, Prize4Life has used prize programs and other incentive programs to bring the best scientific minds to ALS research.
כל תא בגוף שלי יודע שיהיה בסדר. ואני יודע שתהיה תרופה. אני יודע שאני לא אמות מ-ALS.
Thanks to Prize4Life, ALSA, and other organizations, ALS research is peaking.
The progress that has been made in ALS research over the course of the last decade has been tremendous. But there's a long way to go in order to bring a cure to ALS patients. And Prize4Life has an important role to get that cure.
2016 has been the happiest year of my life. I found love, which is a miracle for a paralyzed, mute man. I got married, and have 2 beautiful daughters now. My message is that at any place at any time, someone can find a treatment, maybe even now somewhere in the world. We just have to be patient and give them an opportunity. Thank you for listening.
Well, thanks a lot. So I chair Prize4Life's board. Let me know if you can hear me. And today I have the pleasure to speak for our team, a large team. This is a picture of only some of us. Many, many have helped over time, as I will explain in the next few minutes. It's been an exciting journey, and I think, as you can hopefully see from the video, also a very personal and emotional one for all of us involved as we supported our friend Avi in his mission to beat ALS, because that's what he's really out to do. Before I begin, I would like to thank the ALS Association for their wonderful partnership on this event. Barb Newhouse, Kalanit Balaz, and Lucy Bruin, thank you for your ongoing support. I would also take a minute to thank and extend a warm welcome to several people in the audience without whom today would not have happened. There are several members of our current scientific advisory board here: Lucy Bruin, Adrian Ivanson, Ed Kay, and Michal Preminger. 2 of our former board members are here, Jan Hammond and Cynthia Mazarias, joined by her daughter, Eleni. And then 2 of our former chief scientific officers, Melanie Leitner and Sarah Schneider. All of these people have been part of our team over many years and at various stages of the work. And I also want to thank our current team, Becky Dalton and Joanne Sansoterra, who helped plan this wonderful event. But with that, to today's evening, let me start with Prize4Life's mission. It is to accelerate the discovery of a treatment and a cure for ALS by using powerful incentives to attract new people and drive innovation. I can tell you that its implementation can be anything but simple. You'll hear about that in a moment. But our focus over the past 11 years has been to design, launch, and hopefully award inducement prizes. Now, inducement prizes, distinct from recognition prizes like the Nobel Prize, actually lay out a set of specific success criteria up front and award money only after those have been met. Famous inducement prizes include the X Prize, which many of you may be familiar with. By now, many of you may be asking themselves, how on earth did we come up with the idea to choose a prize model to tackle a neurodegenerative disease? There was understandably a lot of skepticism about whether the model, what it could do in biomedicine. Research requires long-term commitment, monetary and human resources. Did Prize4Life believe that this was going to work? Some people asked us. And that skepticism was understandable. But our idea was really that in ALS, where little money was flowing compared to other diseases and where there was such a need for a solution, could a prize function like a spotlight, bringing additional focus, people, ideas, and money into the area? We imagined prizes as a powerful complement to the many efforts ongoing to solve the riddles of ALS. So with this idea and the help of many, we set out to design prizes for tools that could help bridge the valley of death, the gap between academia or academic research and actual drug development in the industry, patient-focused. In 2011, we were proud to award Dr. Seward Rutkoff the $1 million ALS Biomarker Prize for the discovery of a technology that reliably measures ALS disease progression and can thereby reduce the costs of clinical trials by up to 50%. This biomarker is now being used by pharmaceutical companies to de-risk their ALS programs. In 2012, we awarded the $50,000 Dream Phil Bowen ALS Prediction Prize to 3 teams who developed algorithms that can predict how fast or slow ALS progresses. None of them, by the way, were specifically engaged in ALS research before we offered that prize. But now, tonight, I'm excited to tell you a bit more about the third prize, the $1 million Avi Kremer ALS Treatment Prize. This prize had 3 objectives. First, we wanted to induce researchers to test new candidate therapies in the ALS mouse model. In short, we wanted to augment the pipeline if we could. The second was to attract researchers from different disciplines, and the third was to attract more attention and media attention also to ALS. So the Prize4Life science team, working with our scientific advisory board, thought long and hard about how to design such a prize. And after much work, the following criteria came out. So this is what you had to do in order to win this prize. Number 1, you needed to increase the lifespan of the SOD1 mouse by at least 25%. Now, when we set out, this result had not even come close to being accomplished. Second, you needed to conduct your trials based on a set of aligned study design guidelines, specifically the ones developed by the ALS TDI and later recommended by more broadly also by leaders in the ALS research community. This was extremely important because many of the almost 30 teams who competed in this prize had not done ALS work before, and we needed to be sure that the results were valid and reproducible. You also needed to demonstrate the effect of your therapy through a set of specific measures, including effect on survival, effect on body weight and neurological score, and proof of intended effect on the target. You needed to include information about your statistical significance and methods used, as well as quantitative expression data on transgene copy number. And then there was a 5th criterion, which is actually not on the slide, which meant that to get the prize, your results needed to be externally validated by a separate research institution with the right qualifications. Now, this was not an easy task, as you will see. We first launched this prize in 2008 and wanted to award it in 2010, but nobody came close to even having an answer. So after much deliberation and hard work by the team, we relaunched it in 2012, and it remained open until 2015. Between those 2 rounds, we had 70 teams competing, and we received 29 submissions. But only 1 team reported results that met all of the criteria and were selected for external validation by our scientific advisory board. So last year, we finally engaged ALS TDI to complete the validation study. And you can imagine our excitement when ALS TDI was able to validate the results. So I also want to thank Dr. Fernando Vieira and ALS TDI for your commitment to this study. So as you can see, it was not so simple a journey that brought us to today. But as Helen Keller once said, defeat is simply a signal to press onward. And as you can imagine from this video, Avi is certainly one to subscribe to that motto. Now, before we bring our winners on stage, and you will hear more about what exactly it is that they have developed, we want to take a moment to recognize our Scientific Advisory Board. I'm showing the names here. These individuals have spent countless hours, I repeat, countless hours, with us over the past 10 years, sharing their perspectives, challenging our ideas, course-correcting us, problem-solving with us, designing criteria, reviewing submissions, you name it, they did it. It was fantastic, and their guidance was instrumental to our organization and our prizes, and for that, we will be forever grateful. So as a token of our sincere appreciation, we will present you with the Burning Flame Award, as you were the catalyst that allowed new ideas and new people to rise to these prizes and these ideas. We have 4 SAB members with us tonight. Please come to the front. Lucy Bruin, Adrian Ivanson, Ed Kai, and Michal Preminger. So now the time has come. The winning team submitted a treatment that successfully extended the survival of the SOD1 mouse by more than 50%, 50, double the requirement and the best efficacy ever reported in the SOD1 mouse. If I could now ask you to join me in congratulating the team of Dr. Martin Barkatz and Dr. Maria Grazia Biferi. Dr. Biferi and team, please join me here. So to honor your accomplishment, along with the $1 million prize, we present to you the ALS Hope sculpture. Maybe you can hold it up, Maria Grazia. Maybe you could hold the sculpture up. It's actually a piece that was designed by Barbara Mann, who lost her son to ALS. And it's a representation of a muscle bundle in sterling silver mounted on pink marble base. Each of the bundles has engraved the poem by Emily Dickinson, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all." So, thank you.
This is when you can take some bites, couple drinks. No, we're good. We're good, Lucy. We're just getting it going. Actually, let's
Okay.
you got it?
Yes, I think it's...
Okay, great.
It's not going behind. It's not going back.
Let's do this.